Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know.
1965 was one of the most important years in what is considered to be the most revolutionary decade of the 20th century. Some major events occurred in this year, which significantly impacted both Australia and the world. As well as influences to fashion and the building strength of the hippie counterculture, some military-related political issues of the time, including protests to the Vietnam War, saw global recognition and contradiction. The spread and fusion of major world cultures, particularly of the American and British, became a primary basis on which the media conveyed global or national issues and trends. These factors, occurring in 1965, all influenced or showed evidence of change in the 1960s, and have persisting effects that are observable today.
With regard to music, one of the greatest events in 1965 was the Rolling Stones tour in the Oceanic region. American and British music was a large part of 1960s culture and carried its own influences to less established cultures, like Australia for instance. When the Rolling Stones toured Oceania, they stayed for a month after performing numerous times in the largest cities of Australia, New Zealand and Singapore.
Oh yeah! Everybody needs somebody. Everybody loves somebody. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody loves somebody. And I need you. I need you. I need you.
Events like these throughout the 1960s helped to shape fashion around the trends set by the popular artists at the time. But music isn't all that contributed to the hippie counterculture. In the 1960s, society had views mirroring those set by the authority. However, as some important events started to occur in the mid and late 1960s, protests and rallies became a way for society to express its concerns, and this brought power to the counterculture, which was diversifying its political and ethical views.
The Vietnam War is a point worth stating in this concern, in particular the introduction of conscription in America and Australia. The conscription policies had already seen public uproar in America, and when they were introduced into Australia, the policies had the same effect. In 1965, the first conscription lottery was drawn in Australia, and the application of the system in Australia fled anger in society, leading to further protests, but also anti-war pushes on a large scale. The media, especially in its early technological form, saw increased popularity in the 1960s, and events like the world broadcast of Tom and Jerry in 1965 further promoted its important position in society.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs